Okay, hello and welcome back to JP Gaming. Today we are gonna try out Kerbal Space Program Real Solar System Science Mode, which is basically I'm gonna play with all the stock parts, almost all the stock parts. I have some modded parts, but none that will really help me. So mainly it's stock parts, normal science mode, just that it's the real solar system. The mods that I have are the stock alike station parts, and they will not help me at all. The question now is, what agency should we fly from? Let's take NASA. I'll never take NASA. I always take ESA, the European Space Agency, just because I'm from Europe. That thing that I don't know what it really is. Okay, so we're gonna start out like we always do, with just a simple command module and some stuff attached to it. Although I have learned something already, that this parachute alone, under the gravity on Earth that we're now on and not Kerbin, that is not enough to slow us down to not explode this engine when we have this engine on. But I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take away about half the fuel. Gotta remember to put those in different stages, because we're not gonna be using all that fuel. And then we're gonna take some mystery goo units and we're gonna place them on top here. Wait a second, let's see if we can fit 3 there. And yeah, I think he can get out. So we have them on the command module and not, normally I put them on the booster, but now that it will just not work. Because the booster will explode and then I'll have to walk out, and I can't use the science experiments if they survive and are just laying on the ground. I can't use them because I'm using Jeb for the flight, and for some reason we're in the dark of the night, but that doesn't matter. Let's make a crew report, observe that mystery goo, then let's do an EVA, surface sample and EVA reports, and take that data. I already feel like I'm getting so much more data than I should get. Question now, should we land in the water or somewhere else? Let's try and go that way. Which way is that way? That must be south, right? Yeah, that's south. Let's go a bit over here, see if there's another biome that we land in over here. I don't have surface on, so I didn't see what the last one said. And apparently this doesn't say it either. Say on orbit? I think it's... no. Body? I don't know. It should say what biome I'm over. Anyhow, let's take a crew report and make that mystery goo unit do what it does. And damn, these look cool with this mod. I think that purple is from downloading the stock alike station parts mod. Ayo, hello Kara. Some rockets be like flying, and I'ma be like dying. That sounded so offensive to, I don't know, myself. I'm offending myself, which is perfect in this day of time. And like I said, I knew that was gonna explode. Good thing we have these on here. And now let's go out. Let's start out with taking the samples. Then we're gonna take all the data, walk in again, and another crew report. So now we've taken the maximum amount of science that we can get from this mission, basically. Let's see what that adds up to. It feels like I'm getting a lot of science. Because last time I played a science mode, I did the extreme science mode, where I only get 10% of all of this. So I got 4.7 last time I did this first mission. And now we got 47, which is a lot more, which feels good. Let's take these two. Let's take this one, because I think we get... Yes, that's the thermometer. Gonna need that. These one cost 45 now, right? Yeah, so we can afford one of these. I tend to take the upper one. So let's do that. And now we're gonna basically do the same thing as I did last time. Only that we're gonna add on a couple of more science experiments. And maybe fly in a different direction. I'm thinking it's time to fly out to the water. Let's take 3 of those and 3 of these. That looks weird, but let's go with it. And I think we have... Yes, we have a decoupler now. So now we can actually just ditch this thing when we're done with it. And we don't have to care about that's gonna explode. Hopefully the capsule won't explode now. I don't know if it will or not, but I think it won't. I hope it won't. And just realized we could have also, of course, launched this time from the runway instead, because that's another biome. I think it's another biome, at least. I don't know, since we're in real solar system, I have no idea if it is or not. Anyhow, let's see. Oh, just realized we only have half the fuel in this thing, so we might not even be able to reach the water. Let's flip over it instantly, kind of aggressively, and okay, yeah, we're probably gonna get there, but it's gonna be close, because the shore is a lot further away. Oh yeah, now I can see biome. I'm on the shores. We can ditch that stage. I wanted to get in the water though. But if I get shores, I mean that's also a biome I need to take sometime. And I think I need to open the parachute about now. And we're still on shores. Anyhow, we can still take these two, and we can take this one as well. Because the Mystery Goose and the Science Junior, you can do those at least 2 times. On basically every surface and every part of atmospheres and stuff like that. And nothing exploded. What a great thing that nothing exploded. I think you can do the same with the surface samples, that you can also take surface samples more than 1 time on each surface. I think. I'm not sure, but I think. What up, Diamond? Thank you for lurking. Okay, we got 54 now, so we got about 30, I think, from that. Which makes it so we can unlock this, and I guess that's the Science Junior. Yeah, I'm not familiar with like the look of all the parts, because the Stock-alike station parts Redux actually does a redux or a changes up the look of a lot of different things. But I think we're gonna get this one now, because then we get a bunch more science experiments, so we can get some more science, which is always nice, because we're gonna need that. Okay, and of course we have the experimental storage unit now, which I'm gonna slap on the top of this. And this also makes it so we do not need multiple of these anymore. You can only have one of each and then store them up there immediately, which is quite nice. And we're gonna do a similar mission now to what we have been doing. But I think, did we get more parachutes? Yes, we did. Okay, so we're gonna slap on 2 more parachutes on this. Hopefully that will slow us down enough so this won't explode, because I wanna keep this. And I think we're gonna grab the other. First of all, we're gonna grab 2 more science juniors, and then we're gonna grab a bigger booster and see if we can get a little bit of altitude at least. I'm gonna take away half the fuel again, then switch editor and launch it from here, because I think this will have a new biome for us, the landing strip. And it seems like we are a little bit under the asphalt. Totally fine with me. Oh damn, that looked cool when it like opened up its sides like that. Oh, look at the things we have in here. We got a sandwich, got something measuring something in a rock, looks like. A different colored things. What are those called? Like, I have no idea what those are called. We got a plant in here. And a little squid. And some different, I guess that is some like diamonds or something, emeralds. I don't know. But that plant, that looked awesome to have. I really like the bread as well, I gotta say. Really like the bread. You always know that you need bread. Especially in space. And yeah, we get full science from this. So runway, yeah, that is its own biome. Let's do this one as well, and then we're gonna go out. Take surface sample, EVA report, board, and collect those. So we got 7 from that. Now we're just gonna go straight up, I guess. Can go a little bit backwards here. Maybe we get something else. Thought I saw something. I can see something shine a little bit over there. I don't know what that is. Oh no, oh. I went totally the wrong way. There we go. Now we've gotten some height. Now we can make one of these in flight. Guess that's all the science we need to do up here. I think this won't give us any. Oh, it gave us 0.4. It's not nothing. Guess these won't give us anything. No. So now we have collected all in here, right? Yes, we have. So now we can ditch that. Point ourselves retrograde. I'm actually gonna open these parachutes in different segments. So we'll open one first and then the next one. True, a lot of games does that. You never know what kind of gem it is, so gemstones is just the word for all of them. Also, I should warn you, I might have to walk out of here just to help my fiancée a little bit sometimes. Just came down with a fever. Not COVID though, which is good. But it still sucks to be sick. Or well, depending on what type of sick you are. If you're like, sick, then I guess it's good. Let's open those on the sides. And now we slowed down a whole lot more. Okay, this has to survive. Yeah, it survived. Good. So now we can do another from here, and we can check if we have done this. We have. Have we done this? No, we haven't. Okay, so let's take those. Collect them in here. Let's go out on EVA and see. We got a little bit of science from the surface samples. We're not gonna get any from the EVA reports. We have done crew reports. So let's go. I think the hardest thing is gonna be around that time when you need to go into space. I think I'm gonna have to build planes way more in this save than I have ever. A bigger amount of planes than I have ever built amounts of planes before. The side decoupler would probably be good, but I think with these things I could actually build a rocket just going straight up and then go into space. I think, but let me be clear, I think, I am not certain of anything right now. But I guess we'll take this. Oh damn, this one is actually lighter. This one weighs more than this one. Oh, because this one doesn't have... Do we have... No, okay. Because with this one you can't steer it in any way. But it does have ablative shield. Or ablative shielding, or whatever. What did I just change? Control point, no, default. I thought I put on auto strut, but then I remembered, wait a second, I don't have that yet. Okay, so we're just gonna put on some parachutes on this thing as well. I guess we're not bringing anything back with us, so that parachute should be enough. We're gonna bring back these. And then we can put the rest on a stage down here. So down here I'm thinking we're gonna put one of those. And one of those. That has 1600 meters per second. And then down here we're just gonna build a pretty big rocket, I guess. Well, no. Big is an overstatement. We're gonna build a rocket. Let's try the swivel. Okay, that is gonna carry us quite a bit. Oh, and I just remembered that I can't fit anything radial to this yet. Because we don't have any parts to do that. So let's just keep adding stuff to the bottom of this till it feels like we shouldn't. And now it feels like we shouldn't. Okay, these wings does not look better. Oh no, they were on the wrong way. That's why they looked so awful. Now they look better. But still, I think the original ones, they look good enough. And I guess that's it. Oh no. Forgot that I also need one of those. Or maybe two. Because then I can take one in the upper atmosphere and hopefully we can take one outside the atmosphere. Gonna need two Mr. Goose. And now I think it's time to launch. Check our staging first. Fire off that, decouple, fire that. Decouple that and open that. Yeah. Okie dokie, and we have Jebediah Kerman behind the wheel, as always. Okay, let's just... Okay, we're not moving. We are moving, but not upwards like I wanted to. It says we have 0.099 thrust. It said we had more than that before. Okay, we're starting to go upwards. I'm not gonna reset this. I mean, it still kind of works. I wanted to go upwards, and now we're going upwards. It just took a little time for it to adjust, you know. Just didn't go straight upwards from the beginning. Oh, I guess I didn't check the thruster weight after I added these parts on the top. That's probably what did it. Yeah. But anyways, it works. Kind of. We're going upwards. I don't care. We're just gonna see how far this goes and do the experiments once we can, I guess. But like I said before, I think planes are gonna be a bigger part of this, because I think we're gonna have to make a plane and then that's not good. Why did we flip around? Probably because we have nothing controlling this thing. Okay, we're still going upwards. Still going upwards. Kind of. Okay, set it to point to targets. That seems safe. Whew. Okay, something happened. I guess we're not leaving the atmosphere with this thing. But I still believe we're gonna be able to get some science out of this. That's not good. That's not good at all. Come on, fly upwards. Higher. Okay, let's decouple that. Let's start this stage. See if this can help us anything. Okay, this seems to be more stable. I said more stable, but not stable. Okay. I guess maybe we can't go over a certain speed or something. I don't know, maybe this is as high as we can go right now. With this thing at least. Okay, it's still just flying at carbon. We're not even... Reset that. We're not even like in the upper atmosphere according to this. I thought this would be the upper atmosphere. No. Hopefully we'll fly to another biome at least. So we might be able to do some science. Fly upwards. Come on. Okay, I just realized we can't decouple now, because then we don't have the experiments that we want to do. Well, this is what I think you call a fail. So just flying at Kerbin. Anyways, we can still take that data. Don't think this will give us anything. Oh, I gave us a little bit. Collect those in there. Can decouple that now. And I guess we'll just float down to the surface and hope that we're in a new biome. We're in the forest biome now, apparently. Can't see any trees, but I guess it's not up to me what's considered a forest or not. At least not in this game. But now we know that we can't get anywhere with that rocket. We probably need more things to stabilize it, I guess. Oh, totally forgot that you can actually make temperature thingies from like above different biomes. But yeah, the thermometer you can only do when you're landed or when you're just over a new planet. Oh, and I could make a crew report. Didn't know that either. You learn something new every day. Collect that, make a new crew report. Out with ya. So we got a little bit of science from this mission anyways. Even though it did not at all go as it planned. But the planning isn't all. Okay, so we have enough to unlock one more thing, because these cost 90, right? Yeah. We can unlock one more thing. I'm thinking wings would be good, and that thing would be really good as well. Although here I get wings, and I also get these radial decouplers. I think I'm gonna go with that. Now I'm just a little bit short of getting all the science needed for the next stage. And this is kind of where I felt like I would get stuck a little bit in the stages of trying to get into space or getting into orbit. Gonna take those off, and then I'm gonna slap on 2 of these boosters on the sides here. Gonna take the thrust limit down on them to 80. Add some nose cones and add some bigger wings. Like that. And on top here we are gonna add... No! Fuck, we did not get that thing. No. Okay. Okay, let's just fly. Let's fly. Let's fly. Make something go kaboom boom. That is very possibly what's gonna happen here. Something is gonna blow up. We can put on the lights, but there's not much more to do than to just fire this off. Hold our thumbs and hope for the best. And point prograde. We're going a little bit of an angle now, because it didn't go very well just going straight up last time. So I'm hoping this is gonna help me at least a little bit. I don't know why it would, but I don't know. My other rockets have worked when I've done this. Now we're flipping again. So I'm guessing the problem was not that I was going straight up. I guess more now that the problem is probably that we were going too fast. But now we're going a lot slower and we're not accelerating that fast. I'm gonna accelerate even slower. Just keep on going straight up. Kind of straight up. We're going upwards at least. It's something. At least it feels like we're gonna get higher than we did last time. Okay, I'm gonna give it full power now. And try and stop it from tilting over more, because we don't want that arch right now. Right now we just want to get up. We just want the height. Okay, we're outside of the thickest parts now of the atmosphere at least. Hopefully that will help us with not flipping as much. Do need to go quite a lot higher as well compared to previously in the stock KSP, because now we need to go to 140 kilometers instead of just 70. But it does feel like we are gonna make it. We are most definitely gonna make it. Okay, stage is out. Engage next stage. We're definitely not getting into an orbit or anything, but we are getting out of the atmosphere at least. All we needed was those side boosters. And to not go too fast, apparently. I don't want to go too high either. I think it is time. Try and do some experiments. Yes, upper atmosphere, perfect. Now let's do everything quickly before we leave the atmosphere. Crew report. EVA. And we got everything before leaving the atmosphere. Perfect. Collect all, and now we are outside the atmosphere, so now we can just redo all of that instantly. Crew report, jump out, take EVA, jump in, collect all. We could make ourselves go a little bit further now, actually, if we want to. I don't know why, we could land here. Isn't this like Cuba? I think that's Cuba. I am not the best at geography. Gonna go a little bit further, see, because now when we ditch this thing, we're gonna land a lot closer, so I'm gonna put us right there at the edge. Make sure that we have collected everything. Yes, we have. Ditch that stage. And it doesn't matter that I put us to point retrograde, because we don't have anything that can steer in this thing. And now I think we are gonna land... Okay, we're still gonna land on the shore, it looks like. Just hope that nothing will explode. or burn up. I know I have some people in chat that would like to see some things blow up, but I don't right now. Just happy that I've come this far. Come on, slow down, slow down. And now we're hitting those G's. Slowing down very quickly. How much of the ablator did we... Okay, nothing of the ablator got taken off. Which is good. It's good. That means we weren't in any danger of overheating at least. And now we have some signs from outside the atmosphere. Now the problem is that we can go high above the atmosphere as well. And I opened that parachute way too late. Oh no, it was just in time, I guess. But like I said, now the problem is that we can go higher above Kerbin. But with the things that I have available to me right now, I'm not sure that I will be able to get into orbit. So we're gonna have to try and get a lot more. Okay, this just counts as shores, and now we have done shores. But I think I can take, yeah, okay, we got 0.6 more science from the shores. But yeah, like I said, I can't get into orbit. I'm fairly sure of that. And if I can't get into orbit, I can't get like any further. So I need to get some more science from around Kerbin, or not Kerbin, from the Earth, as it actually is. Would really like that probe. Actually. And some solar panels, why not? But now I'm a little bit iffy on what I should get. Because I feel like getting this, there's not much good things in here, but the struts are very nice to have. But I could also, with the 90 that I have now, I could get some more like small engines to hopefully send up like a small probe or something. I don't know where to send it yet though. I could get some engines, some rocket boosters, but once again, I don't really have use for them yet. Although if I get this, then I can get this thing, and then I can do like some onion stagings or asparagus staged rockets, which are very good, and that might help me to get further. So let's get that one for now. And I'm just gonna go down in here again and see. Okay, I need to get this one to get the wheels, because I think at least, because in normal Kerbal Space Program, every like different building, or the grounds of every different building, I think, is like its own biome. So if I just go from the runway up here, then I can get a new biome here, a new here, here, and here, and here. And of course that would give me a lot of science. So I think the next thing I should get is those wheels, so I can try that out. Because right now I don't think I have any wheels at all. Which means I can't go anywhere and can't do nothing. No, I don't have any wheels. So I guess let's try and make this rocket go a lot further than it just did. And we're gonna do that with some of these. And we're gonna make some asparagus staging, as it's called. And no, I'm not gonna place that on there. So I'm gonna have that one up here. You little silly bastard. That, and then one more small one. that on there. Make 2 of those. Drag them down a little bit. So they're all in line. Perfect. And then we'll take some fuel lines from the outside to the inside. And put some nose cones on those. It's good. And then we'll make another pair of these. And then we're also gonna take some fuel lines from these into these. Yes. Okay, so we want to decouple those first, and then those. Then that, and then that, and then that. I guess now that maybe we should make the first stage. I mean, this almost has enough to get into orbit. And I think you get a little bit of science for just getting into orbit. But I don't really need to get into orbit. I just want to get high above Earth now. Which I don't know how high I need to go. I'm just gonna Google that real quick to see if I can get an answer. High Earth orbit. Low Earth orbit goes up to 2,000 kilometers. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. This might very well not be enough to go that high. We'll try at least. I'm gonna try with this. I'm gonna try. But we need to get to, not 200, 2,000 kilometers up. Which I guess is pretty fair since in normal KSP I think it is, what is it, like 250 kilometers? And everything is scaled up by like 10 times. Some things are scaled up by 10 times, some are scaled up by 3 or something, 4 or something like that. I don't know. All I know is that I'm definitely gonna have to be careful. And try and go as straight up as possible. So I just need the height. The thing I'm most scared about is the return. Because when I return, I'm gonna be going very fast. If I go out that far and then drop down again, I'm gonna be going so fucking fast. And that is gonna be scary. Okay, dropping off the first pair. In 3, 2, 1, go. We are going at a little bit of an angle. I'm gonna drop the thrust down a little bit now because we are at max Q, as they call it. We did flip last time when we were around this place. So we're throttling down a little bit to just carry us upwards. I think we're fine now. I don't have a real idea of it. I'm just guessing, kind of. Hoping, I guess. Okay, let's just put it to point to target. This thing is not stable at all. It's just trying to stop us from flipping over. but it just wants to. Okay, we're outside most of the atmosphere now, so we should be able to keep this course at least. Problem now is that I'm actually fairly sure that we are not gonna be able to hit the height that we want to. But at least we're gonna try. We can put on the lights up there. And I also just realized that we don't have any way of getting battery back into this thing. Second stage is off. This thing is wobbly as fuck. But let's keep going. The altitude is rising. So let's just keep burning and hoping for the best. Thrust weight is down quite a lot. Maybe we should have had more thrust to weight on this stage. We're flying in a very weird angle as well. We're flying like kind of downwards. We twisted this rocket a lot on our way up here. Just from it like tilting over in a weird angle. Tilted and then got a little twisted. I'm guessing that's probably because I don't have any reaction control. Maybe it would have been better if I would have just spun it around. Maybe I'll gain more altitude if I just give in a little bit more. Not try and fight the atmosphere, or not the atmosphere, but the gravity. Give in a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things I don't know right now. It's scary. Normally when I play Kerbal Space Program, I feel like I have control. I know some things. But at least I have an assumption of some things. I think I know some things. Now I don't know nothing. I'm just an endless void of knowing nothing. At least we have twice the amount of, or well, as much delta V in the next stage as we have in this one, was what I was about to say when we had that. Now we have a lot less, but you get what I'm saying. At least we're gonna get up a bit into space, which might be cool. I don't know, Jeb, have you ever been to space before? Well, I know you have. But have you ever been this far out in space? I know you have that too. Yeah, we're probably not gonna reach that 2000 from doing this. Let's just speed this horrible process up a little bit. We're not too far off though. Got to 700 kilometers. Got a bit up. Let's see if there's anything we can get from here. Oh, well, we are in space, so we're gonna get a little bit. We can get 5. 5 science, yay. I don't think we're gonna get any from these, no. And no, where are we gonna land? We're just gonna land in the water. So I don't think that's gonna do any good for us either. But we got something. And now we know we need a bigger rocket than this. We always need a bigger rocket. Holy shit. That was fast. Maybe we should try sending a probe instead. Because I think a probe is a lot lighter. So sending a probe up might be easier. Then we could probably have about the same rocket. Take away one of those Science Juniors. Maybe put even a, what is it, like 5th or 6th stage on there. Maybe. I don't know. It's worth trying, or at least it's worth taking a look at it. The probe that we have isn't a good one, but at least that one has an inbuilt reaction wheel, so it can be steered a little bit. We're not gonna get the EVA report or crew report, but that's, I mean, we're gonna get those sooner or later anyways, and those don't give that amazingly like a huge amount of science. They're not that amazing, not compared to like the Science Junior. Recovery of a vessel after a suborbital flight. This is the thing. You also get science for things like this, and I never think of things like this. That you get science from those. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can build something with the with a probe instead. So this had 7,600. I guess gonna need about 9 or 8,000. 8 or 9,000 I should have said. Gonna need that on there. Do we have a heat shield? We do have heat shield. We can put a heat shield on this thing. And a decoupler under there. Gonna need a parachute. Gonna need some batteries. Gonna put on a lot of batteries on this thing. Just drag them in a little bit so they do not burn up. One of those. One of these. 2 of these. They're not gonna burn, right? I don't know. Let's take it in one step. Now I think they won't burn. And then we're gonna have Science Junior underneath here. No, don't want that opened. And I just realized we don't have... We should maybe put this in the service bay. Probably, yes. We should do that. And then open the service bay and then have all of this inside the service bay instead. I guess we don't have any structural parts or anything, so we can make this pointy, because that is not going to be pointy if it just is like it was now. Let's put the batteries in there. Let's take one, put that down there, put this down here. Could probably have these on the outside. Can use a different one of those to even out the weight of these. guess I can put it in like that. And then we'll just take the batteries and put them on the bottom instead. This is all so weird. But it's the best I can do and still keep it kind of legit. But I mean, in this mode, you don't really have to go for the most legit choices. Close that up. Put a nose cone on there. And now we get to build the rocket itself. Okay, that has 900. And then we're gonna build another stage. That is also gonna be like a space stage, I guess. Like that. And now we build the rocket itself, the like main thing. Which of course is gonna consist of these parts. Because I don't think I didn't get the other the better rockets or anything. I have some bigger fuel tanks, but I don't have the bigger rockets. So I'm still gonna go with this. And I can't auto-strut. That sucks. Let's go with 3 of these. Put a swivel engine on and see. That has 1.10 in thrust. If we switch that out for a little bit of a smaller tank, how much do we have? 224. I think that will be good. We're gonna make these asparagus staged, just as before. But this time I think I'm gonna put some small boosters on the outside of this whole thing as well. Some wings on there. Duplicate these, put them on there. They are almost lined up. Now they're lined up. Think. And once again, we want to ditch these ones first. So we're going to put the fuel lines from these into these. Need to mess with the stages a little bit here. Those to couple first, yes, then those, and then that, blah 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 blah. And now I was thinking that maybe we should put some solid rocket boosters on the outside here. Just to get a little bit extra smack in the face on our way up. Take those down in the thrust a little bit, because we do not need all that thrust. Decouple those first, then decouple those. Maybe we'll have to decouple these first. Let's see if we change those. No. I'm gonna decouple those first, then those. Yeah, okay. That means we could actually have 4 of those. Could have 2 here as well. Decouple those and those at the same time. Yes, we're gonna do that. Okay, this is gonna be a really weird rocket. I don't know how much contact we're gonna have with the KSC. What are we gonna name it? It's gonna be named the Space Probe Explorer. Bad name because it's not gonna explore that much. It's just gonna go very high up and then go down to the surface again. But it's still gonna explore a little bit, so Space Explorer, I guess that's okay. It's an okay name, but nothing more than that. I didn't check the staging that well though. Should check it a little bit better probably. Yeah, okay. Okay, everything is set. Yes. And launch. Ooh, it's not stable. Can probably hold the throttle down a little bit on those swivel engines. Because damn, the thrust was a lot better than I thought it would be. Which of course is a good thing. And I should try and get at least get a little bit of an angle. Oh, fucking, I forgot. I can't even point this at prograde, so I'm gonna have to be a lot more awake. To make sure that everything stays going in the right direction. Make sure this thing doesn't flip. Although right now it's doing a great job because it's supposed to just go straight up, and it is just going straight up. I need to make sure that I don't go too fast right now. We need to pass this phase, then I think we are totally clear. So now we are. Now we ditch those. Now we can try and at least, like I said, can at least try and get a little bit of an angle to this orbital jump. Because of course we do want to get as high as possible, but we are fighting the gravity a lot right now. And of course we are gonna have to come down from this because I don't have any antennas or anything on this, so we can't just send it, can't just transmit the data. So you're gonna have to make sure that this thing survives, which is not easy. Although our apoapse is soon now leaving the atmosphere. Yes, it is. We're gonna leave the atmosphere on this stage, which we did not do on the last run. But I think we had a little bit more than 1,000 meters per second extra in this stage from the last one. And this flight so far feels like it's going a lot better than the last one. And now comes the slow stage. Let's just point prograde manually this time. Do a little time warping. Looks so weird when you don't have struts and you're moving your craft in different directions because it just jumps a little bit. Can open up the bay now. Just because we're in space. So we do have the option to do that now. No atmosphere is impacting us or anything. Time for next stage. And then we have even one more stage. It's insane. This is actually going quite well though. I think we're gonna hit it this time. I think we're gonna do it. 2,000 kilometers. It's very high up. But I do believe that we are gonna make it this time. Maybe. Now I'm starting to doubt myself again. I thought this stage would make a bigger difference than it has so far. Because this is about how high we got last time. But now we have another stage. Oh, I hope we get there. I swear, we're probably gonna get to like 1,900 or something like that. Or not even that. No, we're not even gonna get that. We're just gonna get over 1,000. Damn it! And this means we're not gonna gain any science at all from this mission. Because we have done all the science in all the places around where we were. So we do need even more, or maybe just need to go more straight up. And maybe not flip over at all. Then again, I don't know if we will survive that. Do I have any smaller engines? No, I don't. I only have this one. We had like the thud engine. I think it's called the thud engine. No, that's the thud engine. I don't remember what the small one is. There is one that's like really small. If we had that one, then we could probably go a lot further. I think instead of building on this down here, I'm gonna build on the stages up here. Let's take all of this and let's just add on one fuel tank on each of these stages. And now we're already up to 9,500 from whatever it was, like 8,000 something. And let's check all the staging, all of those, decouple those, and those, yes, decouple those. Fire that, decouple that, fire that, and decouple that. And I just remembered I don't have a parachute. That was probably a good thing then, that it didn't work the first time, because now we can do this with a parachute and actually survive. Probably. Okay, just gonna go over here and see. Yeah, we can reach these two from here, and we can reach these two from here. Okay. Close that up. Whew, now we have a parachute. Actually 2. That's definitely gonna be enough to slow this thing down. Save and launch. And I think maybe it's possible if we can just get enough to build a rover and go around the KSC and get all the science from around here. And I think we'll have enough that we can actually build something that can go to the moon. I think. I'm not sure. I think. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna try and get to the moon. After, of course, driving around the KSC like a maniac, thinking that, oh, this is a new place, never been here. Let's try some science experiments. Which is basically what you're doing, and it feels so weird whenever you do it. Does not feel natural at all. I'm also gonna try and go a lot more just straight up this time. But it did work when I did not throttle up after releasing those. So I'm gonna keep this amount of throttle. And just keep on going. I think we are tilting over a little bit. So we're gonna get some sort of angle to this. Now we're gonna give it full thrust. Just put it a little bit. That's probably good. And I feel safe enough now to do some physical time warping. Because I will admit it can be a drag sometimes playing real solar system, just because it takes such a long time to do all the burns. I feel that it's kind of satisfying because you feel like you've done something in another sense when you actually like get something in space, real solar system. But it can also be kind of boring, especially like this when you have to try something over and over again. It can really drag on the time. And decouple side stages, and now we just have the middle one that doesn't have that much thrust to weight, but we're still moving upwards, and we've already left the atmosphere now, which is good. And now it says that we are going in this direction, so let's point to over here. Do some physical time warping again. Does feel a lot better this time that we have like almost 4,000 meters per second in these stages. I think if we were to try to just get this thing into orbit, like a normal orbit, that we could get this at least almost into an orbit. But I think you need somewhere around like 9,000 something from the VAB readouts in the Kerbal Engineer. Because you need a little bit more than is actually like read out down here. Because you do lose some due to the atmosphere and stuff. small adjustments and things, you know. I don't know. And it is soon time. And now it is time to stage. And this is gonna be a long one. So we're definitely gonna time warp through this a little bit. Can open this up to prepare. If we are successful, which I really hope we are. Last stage is really where it's gonna have to count. Come on now. Last stage, you can do it! We're not even up to 1,000. We need to get to 2,000. We do have 2,000 meters per second in this stage. Don't know, might be enough. Who knows? I hate that it's constantly like wiggling a little bit. It just bugs me. Come on. Get that height. Well, at least we're getting over 1,000. But nah, don't think we're gonna get to 2,000 with this thing either. Damn it, this sucks. Got to 1,200. I'm gonna try and do some readouts anyways to see. Space near Earth. No, we're not gonna get anything. Gonna get any from this? 1.2. Okay, that's not worth it. Gonna go back to the vehicle assembly again. Some more on the upper stages, I mean, did not seem to cut it. Maybe we should make another stage again. Maybe just keep on increasing on the stages. Or maybe we should actually do something on this bottom stage. Like, you know what? I just came up with an idea. Let's double up on these stages. And these ones can be twice as big. Let's see if I get this correctly. We will be decoupling those first. And then those, and then those. Yes. Because these fuel into these. Those get fueled by those. Don't need those fuel lines. These will drain simultaneously, I think. This gives us almost 10,000, which is enough to get into orbit. And just for the hell of it, let's put some solid rocket boosters on here anyways. Just to give us that nudge in the right direction. You're gonna be a P, you're gonna be D, yes. Couple of those at the same time. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. This is a very weird rocket. But this is generally how it goes for me when building in RSS. AKA Real Solar System. AKA hardest thing I've ever done in Kerbal Space Program. I just remembered I don't have any struts. This is gonna bend like hell. Yeah, that feels safe. Or not. I don't know. Well, it doesn't feel good. It's not the worst in the world. Just tapping the D button a little bit, mostly to make sure that I don't start going the other way, because that is not gonna help me in any way. Got rid of those, and I hope only these are draining now, and it seems like it. Yes, good, good, good. Full throttle. Why not? Didn't do this last time because it has made me flip around a bunch before, but I do it this time because I've stopped caring. I just want to get to space. Ditch those, and now we're gonna have those training and not these. Yes, okay, everything is working actually. I'm surprised. I am genuinely surprised by that. I did not think it was gonna go this well. Flying this thing. I thought something must go wrong with all those stages fueling each other in weird ways. But no, it's actually working. Which I gotta say is very nice. Very nice. I wanna switch this to the orbital one. Start tipping myself over towards that. Doing it slowly, because you can see this kind of behaves like, I don't know. I don't really want to say what I think it behaves like, but you get it. It's soft and squishy. It's like dangling something soft and long. Now I don't even know what I'm meaning. I'm not sure what I mean anymore by anything at all. And I think it's time for me to stop blabbering about it. Otherwise I'm gonna get cancer. But everything works, which is great. It's really great. And I feel like I can feel it. This is the one. This is gonna make it to 2000. We're gonna get that science this time. Now the only question is, are we gonna survive the re-entry? That I don't know. That I'm very uncertain of. Because the re-entry is gonna be hot as hell. Although we don't have any Kerbals on, so we don't have to care about them. They're not gonna take any damage. We only have a probe core. The probe core is fine. Probe core is gonna survive. We do have a heat shield, right? Yeah, I remember to put a heat shield on there. So we have that shielding us off from the rest of the world's harmful ways. And I really hate that I don't have the button to just click to point at prograde. I think this is, it's this one and it's the round Sputnik like probe core. Those are the only ones that you can't make it like point in any given direction. We can only steer them. I think the Sputnik one doesn't even have SAS, which is really weird. But I guess that one is more meant to just function as a communication thing or something. I don't know. I have used it sometimes on like some lander stages when I've like landed on the moon and then wanted to leave something there. I can put that one on because then I know I don't need to steer this thing at all. I'm not gonna fly it or anything, but it's gonna be there and it's gonna have connection and things. It can be a part of the relay network. Okay, we're already at 700 on this stage. That feels good. It feels like this might be possible. Still climbing very slowly. At least we are getting a lot further this time than we did last time, because last time on this stage we got to about 1,000. And we're gonna get over 1,000 now at least. Did we even get to 1,000? I don't remember. Didn't get this far at least. And now for the next stage. Is this gonna be able to push us 1,000 kilometers higher up? I am not sure is the answer. It's climbing very fast now though, because the higher up you are, the greater every small bit, or the greater differences every small bit gonna make, basically. So I think we're gaining a lot. I think it's possible. But now I start to doubt it again. I have 1,000 meters per second left and we have 500 kilometers to climb. Yeah, okay, this one is not gonna do it either. Fuck, you need so much. Or, wait a second, are we? Are we gonna get to 2,000? Oh, I hope we're not gonna get to like 1,990 and then stop there. Only have 100 meters per second left. Come on, get to 2,000. 2,900 meters, I guess. Oh god, I hope that's gonna count. I'm gonna take all of these up, all the experiments, so I can have them visible all at once. I'm gonna put them next to each other like this. So I can do all the experiments. No, fuck. Now we're gonna have to reset this one. Scrap that. So I can do all of them at once I get there. But okay, we did get to 2000. Just. But we got to 2000. Hopefully. Okay, let's make a quick save here as well. So if we fail, we can go back. Okay. Are we ready? I'm gonna start with the thermometer and wait for the results. So I know if we are in the clear or not. Because the results from that comes instantly. Come on, switch to 2K. 2K. Still near. Still says we're near. Come on. We're in high space. No, we're in space high above. Come on. No. Doesn't work. Still says in space near. And now we're gonna start falling down. Okay, it didn't work. Fuck. I thought it actually worked this time. You know what this means? It actually doesn't mean more boosters, but it does mean we're gonna need to expand somehow. And I'm thinking that we're just gonna take another one of these stages and put it on underneath here. So we just have one more of those upper stages. Now we have 3 upper stages. It has to be enough. Although did this engine plop down here or something? No, just got confused here. Start that, decouple that, start that engine. After that, start that engine. Yes, decouple that, start that. Because I don't think I can add any more boosters to this. Or actually I can. I can add these. I can do that. Should I? No. That's a very easy, clear answer. I should not. But I'm still going to. Oh, and I only added 1. That could have been problematic. Let's add 2. Let's add 2 here as well. And nose cones. On all of those. And fire there. And fire there. And a couple of those at the same time. Right here. Before decoupling those. Okay, I think all the stages and stuff are correct still. But I'm gonna check. Those are the outer ones, yes. Then the inner ones. Then that. And da 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 da. It's perfect now. It's perfect. Oh, I didn't think about that. Low biome, you say. I guess that shows when I'm flying then, if I'm in low space or in high space. I didn't know that. I knew you could check it, but I had no idea where. So I guess that will show up once I'm in space. Or maybe in orbits. And damn, I really need to get myself some struts. Because this is not safe. This is not safe at all. Decouple. First stage is off. Second stage, come at me. Wait, where? It's on the data readout that's to the left of the... You mean up here? Oh, you mean this? It says sea level now. Okay, so that's gonna change, I guess. Once I get away from sea level. It's so weird when something can be that obvious. Like that in your face and right there. But you just like never think about it. Throttle up those engines. Now I'm just looking at this all the time. See if it changes. Ah. It starts wobbling again. Stop the wobble. Stop the wobble. Okay, all my effort to try and stopping the wobble seems to only make it worse. Oh, I hate not having struts. I love my struts, I gotta tell you. I love them. I think we can change to orbit now and try and aim for that instead. Oh, it's wobbly. Okay, now it kind of evened out. Good. Okay, we're almost out of the atmosphere now. Oh. You mean this one's situation in low space? Oh, now I get it. Oh yeah, this is just my altitude, sea level and terrain. Okay, so I get it. So this is where I should look. Because yeah, now I'm in low space situation. Did not think about that, so thank you very much. Okay, I gotta correct as well. That feels good. Now I've got it. And I gotta thank you for your very long explanations of it, because I am so bad at following like short instructions. So thank you for that. Otherwise, that would have been a whole lot longer of a conversation. If you wouldn't have told me that precisely where to look. I would have probably kept on looking around here. I think we can start doing some physical time warping now. To get up a little bit of speed. Also, I could have probably put something in between here to decouple that nose cone, because I don't need that nose cone anymore. That's just dead weight. And decoupling time, next stage time. Just gonna check the stages are correct. It seems. Okay, we can do some physical time warping again. Because once again, this is a long ass burn. All of these burns are basically long as burns. Oh yes, I totally know that there, and I agree, there's a lot of things that you learn from playing this game, just playing it a lot. I'm closing in on my 2000th hour pretty soon. But I think like 1,000 of those hours were just in stock Kerbal Space Program. Cause I didn't have a computer that was good enough to have mods. Or well, I had the same computer as I have now, but now it's upgraded and stuff, and it wasn't upgraded before. So it didn't have a lot of the power in it that I have now. Come on, get that height. Get that height. Let's look at our angle. Okay. Feels like we're not gonna come in too aggressively at the end of this. Still gonna be pretty aggressive. But it's gonna be manageable. Still wondering though, should I be pointing more towards my marker or just be pointing straight up? So now it feels like I'm actually gaining more height. But I'm gaining less speed. But then again, I need more height and not speed. I don't know. Let's point like this and hope for the best. Oh no, this is actually our last stage. We are not as high as I thought we would be at this point. That is not good. Not good at all. That might mean our profile, our flying profile was just worse this time. Yeah, because we got almost to 2000 last time. Let's just go back to launch and launch this thing again. So I think maybe I should just be focusing on getting straight up. And I agree with that. You need a lot of patience for this mod. Especially when you're playing like I am with the stock parts. I think I'm gonna try and go more just straight up this time. And not focus as much on that I need to come in at an angle. I'm surprised that with all of the decoupling that we have done, that nothing has exploded like onto the rocket. No engines or none of the working parts that we've kept has blown up yet. Which, I mean, it's great. I'm just surprised by it. Because usually a lot of things explode. Oh, it's getting wobbly. Why are you behaving like this? Something gotten stuck or something, I don't know. No, we're still going up at least. Now we need to up the throttle so we keep going up. I don't know why it started going from side to side like that all of a sudden. Maybe the boosters are wiggling unevenly or something. But they are wiggling at least. That much I know. And time to decouple the first side boosters on this stage. I think this amount is what we started with to try to do this. That was pathetic. We needed so much more. That's like a kind of general thing. You always need so much more than you think you need. Maybe I should give in a little bit to this angle, but not too much. So like I said, I'm gonna try and go a little bit more just straight up this time and not follow the curve. Even when I'm starting to close up on the apoapsis or going out in space. As I am, because now I'm in space. Technically. And decouple. And damn, this stage is slow. At least it works. Thank you very much. Was nice to meet you, and thank you for the advice as well. The analog edition. That was a seriously cool name, by the way. Can go up here and open up that bay as well. Why cannot? Maybe we shouldn't do that. Because I know KSP has some weird thing where it counts the weight weirdly when this is opened or closed. It seems right now like we are just losing speed. But we are going further up at least. I think it's because the thrust to weight on this isn't good enough. No, it's not. At least we have 4 minutes until apoapsis, so we have a lot of time to burn this stage before start going down again or anything. So next stage gonna be the same? No, our next stage and the stage after that. Okay, both of those are over the 1. At least that helps. Probably gonna get to about a little bit over 1,000 with this stage. Okay, we're over 1 now at least. So we should be increasing our time to iPipes. And yes, we are. Slowly, but we're doing it. Stop the time warping there, because it is time for staging. And now we're moving a little bit quicker, but not a lot. But a little bit. Okay, this one I can feel it. This one is going to 2,000 and above. The only question now is the game gonna recognize that and agree with me that I should get my high above Earth points? Because last time it didn't, for some reason. Because you could all see it was a 2 here, followed by a lot of zeros. We're just above, but we were still above. Should have counted, according to me, at least. Okay, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, and we still have 1,000 meters per second left. I'm probably gonna go as high up as I can. Okay, we are over 2,000. I'm gonna save like 100 or something. Maybe a little bit more. Let's save 200 meters per second. Oh, damn! I got exactly 200. That's called precision. That was all meant to happen, of course it was. Let's make a quick save here to see if this works or if something changes now all of a sudden once we are up here, like it did last time. Come on, give us that science. Near Earth still. Says we're near Earth, although we are 2,000 kilometers up, and that is what the Google page said. I think I'm gonna give up on trying to get in space high above right now. And try maybe and just focus on getting some other stuff. Although I just realized that this might not have worked after all. So if we decouple this, this thing is technically below the heat shield. So that might blow up once we re-enter. I guess we'll just have to try re-entering and see if it does or not. Are we gonna see explosions? If we are, then we are probably gonna see them soon. No, it's actually not. Okay. No, okay, it did explode. I think it was that at least. No, it was the nose cone. So I guess the game didn't consider this the experiment storage unit to be below the heat shield. Which, I mean, I'm not complaining. Not at all. I could get that. Nice. Don't think I can get any from that. No. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get anything when we land. I think we're just gonna have... It's just water biome, like normal. Oh, you have to be leaving Kerbin orbit. Or you have to be... You mean you have to be in Kerbin orbit for it to count as you as being... Well, it's not Kerbin orbit. Oh, and I forgot to open the parachute and now we exploded. Because I was reading the screen. I was reading other screen. Perfect. I don't get that first message. Expand your contracts. You mean contrast? The right side, they turn something. Thank you, Pro Freighter, for following. $36,000 comma. Contracts. But I don't have any contracts. I'm playing science mode. I'm not playing career mode. But yes, you should, and shouldn't that come up here as well? Do you, no, you don't get any messages here. I don't know what I'm doing right now, and I don't know what to do really right now. All I know is I need to go to new biomes to get more science. Let's try and send something to the poles. No problem, no problem. We got it figured out. But yes, let's take a new rocket, because that was horrifying. No, let's not take that one. Let's take this one. And like I said, let's try and get to the North Pole. And let's carry all the science experiments with us. And that one to collect them. And also so I can put 2 of those up there. And we're gonna put a heat shield underneath here. And then just build some sort of kinda big rocket, because we're not that far away from the North Pole right now. Could probably change where we are at as well, the launch site, because you can change into a lot of different launch sites. At least you can do that on Sandbox. So I imagine that you can do that now as well. Let's have 3, no, not 3 of those. Have 2.5 and see if we have enough for us to wait. Yes, we do, but I think we'll need a little bit more. So I guess let's try and do a simplified version of the last asparagus staging thing that we did. Let's just do an onion staging this time. And let's take some of these, drag them in there. All of these are going to be fired at once, of course. And now we're going to need some nose cones. There we go. And I think that'll be enough to get us to the North Pole. Polar Explorer. Perfect. Launch. Oh yeah, I know about the different biomes around the launch complex, and I'm going to go around and take science from that, but I need to get a little bit more science right now just so I can unlock the wheels and build a rover, and then my plan is to just take that rover and drive around and get science from everywhere. So I have already planned for that actually. And yes, I agree, it's a little bit cheaty. But then again, when you're stuck, what are you gonna do? And also in the real solar system, your rockets need to be so much bigger. And you need so much bigger parts and better things to get anywhere basically. That I kind of feel like it's okay. It's okay to do the cheaty things. And I mean, it's not really cheating. I'm not using the cheat menu or anything like that. You're just doing what the game already has in it. But yeah, it's not often that I have to do that. I did have to do that though when I did my last science save, which was the extreme science mode, when I took the science gain down to 10%, and that was horrible. I think I still haven't finished that. I think I still have like 1 or 2 things to unlock that are right up there in the thousandths tier. Let's check how this is going. Have not come that far yet. Good thing we have 2 stages left. 3 actually. I shall need to be pointing more like this, if I am correctly, of how Florida looks from straight above. I'm just reading the chat right now with the icons. Do you mean these icons? Because yeah, of course I don't have that other icon for the contracts. But normally I do get messages still from when I've done different things. Now I don't get like any messages at all, and I'm curious to why. But I guess there's a lot of things that just like disappear in the real solar system. I wonder if we're ever gonna get there. But this rocket felt like, of course we're gonna get there. Have like 6,000-7,000 meters per second of delta V. Of course, it's not gonna be a problem. But then again, it is RSS. Okay, we're still losing time to FYAPs even when we point at prograde. Which is not good. But maybe we needed more thruster weight on this stage. And maybe we need a bigger rocket overall, because it doesn't seem like we're gonna get there. Right now it seems like we might get a bit along the way at least. We can still land and see if it's a new biome. Because you never know, it might be. Right now we're over the forest biome. We've been in that with some of the experiments, but not all, I don't think. So I still have that to do. I can go back. Okay, I know we're not gonna be able to get like out up here with this, so I think that we should just land over here on land and see if it's a new biome and if we can get any signs from it. Still just says forest. But anyways, we still need the forest science from the Science Junior at least, and the Mystery Goose, I think. Oh no, now it's a new one. Taiga. Oh fuck, don't explode Mystery Goo units. Oh no, everything else explodes now, okay. That was not as safe as I thought it was. Did all of my experiments explode? Yeah, okay, they did. Well, at least I can get a crew report. Yay. Let's open up those parachutes. Let's wait until they're opened. We can jump out and do an EVA report as well. Jump back in there, collect, and just wait. Okay, that sucked that everything blew up. But then again, now we know that that thing wouldn't have gotten to the North Pole anyways, because we couldn't have gone that far without everything exploding. So I guess we need a bigger heat shield if we're gonna make that happen. And we need to unlock more things to get a better heat shield. Yeah. We're kind of in a pickle right now. Because I need to unlock things to get more science. But right now I can't unlock anything because I don't have the science. So we're in this loop. So I think maybe... Maybe we should try something totally different. Maybe we should try... No, that's stupid. I was thinking maybe we should try just sending something to the moon, but no. That's just gonna be way too much. But maybe we should just try and explore some more biomes near the Space Center. See if we can get some more science. Sucks that all of our experiments got destroyed. But at least we got some science, and this was the first mission in quite a while where we actually got some science. Probably first this at least half hour. Can we get enough to unlock anything right now? The lowest ones are these. If we could unlock this, then we could make a plane. But no, we can't. Maybe I can make something that can fly around the KSC anyways. Even though I don't have any wheels. I wonder. So I'm thinking maybe build something like this. Then we could actually add much more fuel on it. And just fly this around the KSC. I mean, it would be possible. It could work. It could. Because I just need to like float around some different places. Maybe I should add some landing gear on this just to be safe, you know. And guess we could launch it on the launch pad. Let's put a parachute on. Again, just to be safe. We're gonna need a scientist on. This is gonna be so weird. But this just might work. May work. Yes. So we're gonna try and just hover, fly this thing around the KSC. Okay, the readouts were not correct. Let's go back to the vehicle assembly. But I was thinking that I should use thud engines anyways. So yeah, okay, we can't trust this apparently. Launch again. Hope that we still have the right Kerbal. So we have the scientist. Which is it? I forget if it's Bob or Bill all the time. Okay, it's Bob. That's the scientist, and Bill is the engineer. Oh, and now we accidentally opened the parachute. Cut parachute. So this is basically all we need to do. We just need to float around here and then be able to land over here. So if we can land over here, then we can probably get to there and there at least. Could land on top as well, but I don't know if I need to be up there or at the bottom to get the science, so I'm gonna land at the bottom to be safe. Okay, we landed at least. Let's see. Yes! We're gonna get the VAB science. Okay, and I'm gonna make a quick save whenever we land at one of these places. This is so weird, ridiculous. I just had to throw that out there as well. I am well aware that this is complete madness what I'm doing right now. EVA reports and that, restore those two. Okay, I could restore those without having to move, which is good. Make a quick save. No, I just pressed 5. Okay, let's try and get over here. I need to go south then. Just that way. Okay, that was a lot smoother. Got it. Is this a new biome? Tracking station, yes! Perfect, okay, we got 2. At least. Cool. Cool is probably the wrong word for it, because this is not that cool. It's just embarrassing that I have to do this to get anywhere in the game. But it's true. I do have to do this. I can't get further without it. And now the question is, do we go back to try and go here, or do we go over here? So we have lost more than half our fuel, much from just going that way. So I think we could probably go over here, then maybe over here or here. Then we have some buildings left. I'm gonna try and remember which buildings I have done as well, to know which ones I can go back to if I don't get all of them in this one, which I guess I'm not going to. I think I'm just landing on the grass outside here. Oh, perfect landing. Oh. Research and Development Building. I think that's what R&D stands for, but we are at the R&D buildings, which is quite annoying. Get the science. Jump it out. Take that. Restore. Restore. Collect. And now let's see. I think this outline is the research and development, so I think we need to get into what, like over here, to get the science from that. Let's just fly and see what happens. Right now it feels like I might be able to get all of the science from KSC. I guess that works for me. Oh, it's not the Kerbal Space Center. I think it's the Kerbal Space Command or something like that this building is called. So that's where you get your Kerbals. Get those two. Restore. And the bird. Did not need to go to map mode. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna get that one, but I think I can get this and this. Then we'll try and get that one, if it's possible. And I don't know why I'm keep on going into map mode. Oh, that was close. And I remember now that I forgot. Spaceplan hangar, yes. I forgot to make a quick save. I haven't made a quick save in quite a while. So let's make one once I have restored these and gotten inside. Let's make a quick save right here, because now we have a lot of science in our bay here. We have 35 different things. Experiments. Okay, I don't think we're gonna have enough to get all the way over there to get the last one, but I'm gonna try. Mission control, yes. So we have the last one left, which I don't even know what it is, to be honest. Because I think it is a building that has something to do with the career mode, and I rarely play career mode, I should say. But it's this one with all the parking. Let's try and get over there at least. Gonna throttle up pretty aggressively. Okay, flip around. Oh my god. No! Some stuff exploded. Okay, that one is still intact. We are fine. Kind of. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to go outside. Which means we can't reset this and do that experiment. No, we can't exit. We can't turn in any way. Happens. No, we're gonna run out. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna recover this now and see how much we got. So we can still get a little more science from flying around the KSC. And of course, whenever we get a new experiment, we can do that whole thing again with the new experiment. Damn, got 106.969. Nice. Science from that. That is a little bit like cheating. But yeah, we can go back there with some of the experiments. Of course, you can also do some of the experiments twice. If you didn't know, you can do that. Okay, let's see. What should we get? Not important right now. Would be real nice to have these two, but not a priority right now, sadly enough. We need this way more so we can have struts. Struts is gonna make everything so much easier. Small reaction wheel. Really want to have that as well. And this one so we can have 2 Kerbals on. And these all costs 90. Did get this one with the fuel lines and the bigger tanks, but we haven't been able to use those tanks because we don't have the engine. So I think this is the best thing we can get right now. Yes, we're gonna get the engines. Okay, I just have to step out and take a wee real quick, and I'll be back, and I guess might be time to try and get a flyby around the moon. Might be time for that. Sorry for that. But now I'm back. I have a sick fiance laying on the sofa. not in the sofa, on the sofa. And when I went to the bathroom, I realized we still have one more thing to do before trying to go around the moon, which is to just get into high orbit. And I mean, we could do that as we go to the moon as well, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe we should just try and get to the moon instantly. So we have the reaction wheel, we can use this thing. So we can have 2 Kerbals in here. We're gonna get the parachutes, gonna have that one and 2 on the sides. Maybe just 2 drone chutes. And we're gonna need some way of getting electricity on this thing, of course. So let's have 4 solar panels up here. And we might need a little bit of battery. Let's take 2 batteries and put them on there. Let's take that up a little bit. Drag these inwards just a click. And of course we can auto strut things now, so I'm gonna take just the core parts. Auto strut those. And let's name this Moon Flyby Mission, so I know what it's for. And of course this upper stage is gonna have to have, I think it's about 4,000 meters per second or something like that. See, this has 3,000 if I were to put just this on. So I need something quite a lot bigger than this. So I think we need a little bit more than 4,000 to both get there and to get back. Question is, should I build on this or should we have multiple stages? I think I want to build on this and have this stage be just bigger. Maybe. I am not sure of a lot of things these days. No, because this stage is just gonna be so massive if I do that. And also, of course, I haven't even put on all the science experiments that we're gonna need. Just gonna put those on first. And now this is 2,700. And then we're gonna put another, probably another one just like that underneath this. Couple that startup, that's gonna give us in total around 4,000. I think that will be enough to send us off all the way where we want to be. So let's take a smaller part and put that in between here and there. 4,500. Okay, that feels like we should be able to get to the moon and orbit and then get back with that. Of course, I'm not sure. I'm just still hoping. But we're gonna hope for that. And now for the main part, I guess. We are gonna use some skipper engines. Okay, this does have enough thrust. Good, because I am planning on putting a lot more rockets on this thing. And I forgot to auto-strut everything. Once again, just taking most of the core parts and strutting those. Because that's where you really want it to be stiff. It always sounds so weird and sexual. And now we're gonna have 2 of those. Gonna slap some tanks on here. And have those engines on there. So gonna be in a separate stage. And now we're gonna see how much can we slap on top of this until it says, and no, will not fly. About that much. Now we're gonna put on nose cones on this, which will make it say, no, I will most definitely not fly. Because you are too heavy, my friend. Of course, we're gonna put fuel lines on this as well. Thing is though that we are gonna need all of this. But we're gonna keep those. And we're gonna make asparagus staging, but we're gonna make a little bit of a different asparagus staging than normal. Because we're not gonna connect the ones on the outside. Those are just gonna be connected to the inside. And that means these will drain as these drain. Which will make it so we will have drained some of the fuels in these once we decouple these ones. And that will mean that without them, we're still gonna have enough power to get places. You'll get what I mean in a bit. But we are gonna put some, I think, which ones burn faster is my real question here. How much fuel does these actually have? 2,600 and these have 5,800. I know these take a lot of time to burn. So having these on just worries me that I won't have any fuel left in the stage on the inside once these have burnt up. Those should be on their own stage. But it seems like it will. Now we have enough thrust to weight, which is good. And then we're gonna attach these boosters to this side. Those are smaller and burn out faster. Couple of those first, and then those. Then those, then that, and yada 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 yada. Okay, we'll have 12,000 meters per second of delta V in this in total. I think that will be enough. Not sure. It's all just guessing. Gonna put these on as kind of nose cone parts. Also gonna remember to strut both the decouplers. Where are the decouplers? Are they? The decouplers and the boosters themselves. Oh, we're gonna not decouple, we're gonna strut all of these parts as well. Don't need to strut the engines really. Those are strutted. And of course these are different stages, so we need to strut these separately. Did I take these? No, I did not. Okay. Now I think everything that needs to have struts have struts. Now the only problem is I don't have those really small boosters, the separation boosters. So the separation is gonna be iffy at best. Which makes it so I'm gonna have to just hope that everything goes right. No reassurance whatsoever. So let's check the staging once more. Those, and that engine starts, yes. Decouple those first, decouple those second, then these, that, and start that engine, and yada yada yada. Okay. Bill, you don't need to be on this mission. We need Bob because we need a scientist. 12,300 meters per second. No idea if it's gonna be enough. But I guess we can try it out. Or should I just add more right now? No, let's try it first. Or no, you know what? I think let's take this stage off. Let's take that thing. Put this up here. Don't need both of those decouplers. And then we'll have a stage in this size instead. Here. Have that engine on like that. Yes. And decoupler, not that one. We want this one. That still looks weird. I hope that will not do anything to my aerodynamics and everything will work. Just hoping here. And let's see, where did that engine end up? Right above that decoupler, which is good. Although one decoupler is missing. No, that's gonna be in between there. Yes, okay, now everything is as it should be, I think. I don't know if we got more delta V than we had before by doing that. I thought it would make a large difference, but it might have just made a very small one. We're actually in quite a good place to launch, but not the best. Somewhere around here is good. Okay. A launch. And Jeb seems like he doesn't care. Bill doesn't really seem like he cares either. Very good. Very good indeed. Just roll with the punches, you dum-dums. Time for first separation. That went good. Can try and make flipping over here a little bit more aggressively. I thought we would be more sideways at this point and have more power. We are draining most from these, but also from these. But we are not speeding up as much as I thought we would be. But what does that matter? We are gonna gain speed sooner or later. Oh, and something is wobbling a bit. Hello there, Kraken. How you doing? Okay. So apparently I'm not allowed to fly this rocket. At least I know this stage is working. I have 3,000 meters per second in this stage. This stage was gonna be helping me get to the moon. Right now it's not helping much with anything. Okay, at least all the other stages work, but... what happened there? Should I just retry? Is there anything in the build that might need fixing? I don't know, everything seemed to be going well. Just auto strut the nose cones. I don't know if that will make a difference, but let's try that. I don't know. First booster separation now is gonna be a little bit dangerous. Okay. Sorry, Rocket, could you not? Yay! Decoupling worked. Okay, something is clearly up with this thing. The Kraken doesn't like me. Still think this looks weird. So I think I want to change that engine anyways. okay, I have this engine. What stage is that? That should be second to last. Okay, that gives us a little bit less thrust weight than we had before, but it looks a lot better now at least. Let's check all the stages, parts. See if we forgot to strut anything. Because sometimes when you don't strut everything and just some of the parts, it is kind of usual to have a cracking attack. The thing that I also think I'll change is that I will drag down the thrust on these so I can keep them with me a little bit longer, because I think that will help me more. Maybe I can do the same for these actually. Or maybe I should just have two of the same. Yeah. Let's copy these and have these over here as well. And I need two, excuse me. There we go. Need to drag them up a little. But we're gonna have these on full power. And these on 80%. A couple of those first. And then those. Yes. Probably drag these down a little bit more than. Can have them at 70. Yes. Yeesh. Okay, let's try this one more time. Would be nice to get to the moon in the first stream of this, because that's like usually where I get to. But this is not a usual stream. This is not anything usual about this. No Kraken attacks so far. Okay, that was a mistake, pointing prograde there, because fucked us up a bit. Gonna hope that corrects itself sooner or later. But now I know not to do that if we have to redo this launch. Soon it is time for the first booster separation. We're still accelerating pretty good. Question is when we decouple these. Okay, we're gonna be down to 1.13, 14 maybe. So we're still gonna slow down a lot. But not too badly. It's better now than the first time. the first time we slowed down a hell of a lot. I'm just trying to watch all the numbers now. Mainly to make sure that we still gain time to apoapse. Looks a little bit wobbly. I hope we don't get a Kraken attack. Seems like it is like glitching a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. But it's like along the edges here. Some up here I can see some small changes. Okay, moment of truth. Ooh, that was close. The engines did start to go in towards my craft, which was not good. It's not a sight you want to see. Not at all. We have almost burned through all of the fuel in these. Have this one full still, but I am starting to think that maybe we're a little bit optimistic here in general with trying to go to the moon right now. But I mean, where else are we gonna go? Of course, can still try and wander around Kerbin, not Earth. That's no fun. I wanna get places. It is called Kerbal Space Program. I wanna get into space. Do stuff in space. Still haven't even left the atmosphere. And the plan was to get to orbit with this stage, basically, and have this next stage for like the last bit of getting into orbit, and to get a kind of good part of getting to the moon. Let's just try and get into orbit, because I think we can do that. I think we have a bit more thrust to weight in this stage than we had in the last one. But yeah, I think we're just gonna get into orbit, and that's that. Although, I mean, getting into orbit isn't... It's not a bad start. Not really good either. we were planning on going to the moon. I think maybe we should try and send something to just land on the moon first before trying to get there with Kerbals. Because yeah, this thing is not going anywhere near the moon. We are getting into orbit though. At least that's something. Okay, let's time warp ourselves up towards our apoapsis till we're like a minute away, maybe a little bit less. Because now we don't need to burn that much more. Yeah, we can probably even get closer. We can see how high of an orbit we can get. See, we might still be able to get some readings high above Earth. Okay, we are gonna get the height at least. If the first page that I saw was correct. Otherwise we're not gonna be anywhere near it. Okay, situation still says in space low. In space near, okay. Let's go around again. Burn some Mo. Because we don't need this fuel for anything right now. We can just continue to burn it up. Try and get out. Because I think, yeah, analog edition said 36,000 kilometers. Now we're at 5,000. Let's go up and see if the situation changes. It does not. Let's check the instruments anyways, because I have been fooled by that before. Okay, it did not. And burn. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that high up with this amount of fuel. We're gonna get as high as we can until we have about 200 meters per second of delta V or something like that left. So one more turnaround. We're not too far off though. Could see just now by making a maneuver node. We spend 400 more. Get to 21. We spend all we have. Okay, we can't even get there with all that we have. So this is probably just dumb. But it can also be a way of seeing if this thing would even survive returning from a height like this. Also, you know, I could just jump out and use the EVA fuel to push us. To get that high above Earth science. Although we are really, already we are really far out. But we still don't get that science. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and push us a little bit. Let's try and log it now. Okay. Did not work. Because I know Jeb, he has been just waiting for an opportunity to use his EVA pack. Hasn't gotten to use it in a long time. He just wants to push something. See if we can get in a good position here. Yes. Okay, this is gonna take ages to do. So I'm watching the meter right now. We need to get more than... We need to get 16,000 kilometers away from where we're at now. Or thereabouts. Yeah, that's just gonna take too much time. I'm gonna give up. And say this did not work. Sadly enough, it did not work. That was a fail, and we're just gonna have to try something else. Probably another day. Because I'm both getting hungry and kind of tired of this. No, I'm not trying to reorbit, I'm trying to just get out into space high above Earth, because I'm playing real solar system, and it's not easy because you need to get really far out. You need to get to 36,000 kilometers up, and that is quite the distance. I'm gonna do these experiments just because and see if we can get any science at all. 1.2, 0.5, okay. So we got a little. We got something. We got something instead of nothing, and that's still something. And now we're also gonna see if this thing can survive re-entry, which I'm fairly sure that it can. But it's still good to check, you know. Ablator is burning off. And okay, now we know. Should not have tried going to the moon with that thing, because that couldn't even survive re-entry from that height. Definitely not coming in from the moon. Okay, I'm gonna call it quits for today. Sadly enough, we did not get to the moon, but we got at least a bit along the way, and got a lot of more things unlocked than I thought. I thought this would be even slower than it was, but next time I think unlocking some of these smaller engines would be a good idea to make some more efficient rockets. Definitely want to get over here so I can get the nuclear propulsion engine. That's gonna help me a hell of a lot. And I also need, where are those fuel tanks? Thinking of the liquid fuel tanks. Maybe they're in here. Oh yeah, here they are. Okay, so we have to unlock this as well as the nuclear engine. That's the goal for next time. Just getting enough science to unlock those two. And I think we can get that from just maybe getting to a couple of new biomes and getting some science from there. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Bye bye.